Welcome to the Sarah Real Resource Review. I'm Karen Sablowski. I'm one of the mental health counselors here, and I'm joined by Sylvia and Rain from the North End Women's Center. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Sure.
And what you do?
I'm Sylvia. I am a community support facilitator here at the North End Women's Center. I've previously been here for about 3.5 years, and this is a new position for me starting now.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I am Rain, and I've been at the North End Women's Center for 4 years now. I was previously the health and wellness coordinator, but now I'm back working with community as the community support facilitator.
Awesome, thanks. So tell me a little bit about what the North End Women's Center does.
So North End Women's Center has been in the North End of community in Winnipeg for 37 years, maybe could be 36. I like to be wrong sometimes. And it started by a group of women just realizing there wasn't space for women in our communities. So it started down the street, and it was a safe space, a drop in resources for women to get coffee, to make connections, to get clothing, help with childcare. And now we are located at 394 Selkirk Avenue and continuing to go strong today. We offer various programs such as the counseling. We do workshops throughout the year. There's health and wellness, MMR program, housing support, addiction support. Also just a place to come be with other community members that are like-minded, understanding, and empathetic.
That's great, thanks. And who are the people that you serve then? Is it just women?
It's women and for community members who identify. So it's for women and their children.
Okay, great, thanks. And how does somebody apply for services?
So we have a various of different programs. We have programs where you can just come as you are with no intake process and just join that day, or we have some programs where there's intake processes involved.
So yeah, we have an orientation that's on Monday. Every Mondays at 10:30 a.m. and women who identify can come and join. Bus token will be given to get back home. There's a snack that's offered. Also goes right into our Eat and Learn program. So we do offer lunch, and we actually, from 10:30 to about 11:30, we go over all the programs. It's very participant led journeys. So at the end of it, there's a form that community members can check off as to what it is they need help for. Sometimes we may need help with support with counseling, addictions, and maybe some housing, right? But our journeys are so personal that it's up to the individual to choose which one they want to start with first. It's a wraparound community support to just support women. Our vision is for women identified people thriving on their chosen paths. So it's very participant-led. It's what you need in your life. And our mission is to facilitate opportunities for women identified people in healing, wellness, and capacity building through diverse community-centered approaches.
That's really cool. I like that. So tell me a little bit about some of the programs that you do run.
I need a break. Hold on.
I'll ask it again.
Ooh, why? Am I being serious?
Hey, sorry.
That's okay. Good? Anybody need a sip of water?
Good? I'm good.
Okay. I'll ask about the programs again. So tell me a little bit about the programs that you do run.
Yeah. So we have a new Moon Medicine Rising program, which is for women who are have been sexually exploited or exiting the sex trade. And that comes with transitional housing. We have 8 transitional housing beds, and it's a program for up to 2 years. So there's counseling involved as well as workshops and just support for about up to 2 years. We have as well as a housing program. It doesn't come with transitional housing, but it comes with a mentor who will go with you to view apartments, will be your advocate for EIA, CFS, anything that you need advocating for, as well as there's a weekly workshop with that as well to teach you about like the residential tenancy branch, your rights as a tenant, and your landlord's rights and responsibilities.
Also with the community support, we have 3 umbrellas, and underneath the community support, there's a parent-child program. In that parent-child program, we have Brigida, who works with community members, caregivers, to help develop a healthy relationship with our children, just to support us on what healthy attachment looks like, and let us know, as parents, we can be really hard on ourselves, especially for walking with experiences of addiction or mental health or all those other areas that we may struggle. It makes parenting sometimes complicated, and we can be really hard on ourselves. So the parent-child program is just to remind us that we organically know how to raise our children, and that we can create these happy homes and already are creating those happy and healthy homes. So she does a parenting workshop. I think it runs for 6 weeks. One runs for 6 weeks at a time. And it just talks to parents about the truth about being a parent, is that we do have days where we don't feel we're doing the best. It's very empathetic and understanding. They also have programs to support through the process if our children are experiencing of being diagnosed with anything, or if there's CFS involvement. Brigida's there to walk that path with you, just let you know that we got this. Also, the summer program runs, it's almost over, but every summer we have for opportunities for caregivers and their children to go to places such as the zoo, splash pads, the beach, all those things that we may not be able to do because we have some barriers, right? So just to give those same opportunities for our kids in a group setting with other moms, with other children. So that's also the parent-child program. We also have the community drop-in. So the community drop-in is open 9 to 4 right now, and we could use the phone, or you could also use the washroom at this time. When things become safe again, we have community women, the TV's on, they come sit on the couches. You can talk to other women if you want to, or you could just sit there in your space. We have coffee on the go at all times. There's phone, there's messages, and it's just a place to kind of share space with other people so we don't have to be isolated in our homes alone. There you can also get harm reduction supplies. You can get referrals to other places. One-on-one crisis counseling is available through the drop-in, as well as safer sex, so condoms and that kind of stuff. We also have some hygiene products that are available if that's what community members are in need of. So it's kind of like a second home is what I really feel, and I've heard from other community members about the drop-in area. Also, there's the health and wellness program that North End Women's Center offers, and we have lunch on Mondays. The chiropractor comes on Mondays. We have yoga Thursday mornings. What else do we? There's a group on Tuesday afternoons called Women Transforming, and that is to just kind of get in touch with our arts, or explore through writing or crafts, or some teachings that are shared in the community. There is also full moons that's offered underneath the health and wellness program every month. So it's just a place to get connected and explore who are you. Like, we can say, oh, I'm a mom and my name is this, but at the end of the day, like, who are we? And if we can connect that head to heart, that's kind of what the health and wellness program brings.
Yeah. As well, we also have our up shop. So it's our social enterprise. So it's donations that we get, and we sell everything at a very low cost for people in the community. And under the up shop, you can come and volunteer and gain some retail experience. And we also have an emergency wage program with the up shop. So if you have an outstanding bill, if you need a down payment for a place, an apartment, anything like that, you can come and work a certain amount of hours and we will pay that directly for you. And we also have the Find Options program. I don't really.
Yeah, so the Find Options program is to support. Sometimes on our journey, we may find ourselves at the wrong place at the wrong time and end up in criminal justice, and we might be ordered to do some completed community hours. So the Upshop supports women to be able to get their hours done so that they can close that chapter of their life and continue to move forward. Some community members come to the Upshop, do their Find Options, get their hours, and never come back, but most of them end up staying with us. Because it's a community we built here together, right? Like we're in this together and we don't have to do it alone. And there's always like love, compassion, and understanding for wherever we're at on our journeys. So that's also an option. It's done in a very supportive way. It's not just like community service where you go in and get your hours. It's like we really like, how are you today? Like, are you capable of doing your hours today? Those types of things are very much important to North End Women's Center as a whole.
That's great. Just sounds like a really supportive environment overall.
Yeah, I mean, we have lots of programs. We can talk forever about them.
Yeah.
That's great. So if people wanted more information about their programs, like where would you want them to look?
Yeah, well, once again, we do have our orientations on Mondays, every Monday at 10:30, that you can come and hear about all of these programs in person. And as well, like on our Facebook, Instagram, we post everything daily.
And also we are aware as community support facilitators, like personally for me, sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating to go to a new place where you don't know anybody. Like you want the help, you want to get connected, but that first step can be very intimidating. So Sylvia and I can also be found on Facebook. So mine is Rain Nuke, RAINENEWC, and hers is Sylvia Nuke. And we could just start building that relationship and exploring what do you need to help support you to get here. So yeah, we're located on the Facebook, and you can message us that way too. And we're not on all the time because it's important to have like healthy boundaries with social media. But when we log on and check our messages, we'll be definitely getting back. Like maybe you have some concerns that you want to talk. Like that's what we're here for, is to talk and explore those, to make sure that you come in a safe way.
That's great. That's really great that you guys are available in so many different ways, because it really must make women feel a lot more comfortable about coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I guess that's really all the questions that I have for you about the organization. We've been ending off our interviews with a little bit of fun and just showing people what your favorite office knick-knack is.
Yeah, I can show you that for sure. Let me
just 1 second.
Oh! Yeah. Is it a Keurig?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your favorite type of coffee or tea?
So I personally, I'm just gonna grab it. I like this calming tea. I really like to drink this in the afternoons. I can't have too much coffee because otherwise that can make me have a lot of energy and not be able to focus. So in the afternoon I have calming tea. I also like to drink jasmine tea in the afternoon. The Keurig's just super quick.
That's
cool. And I like the decaf because after 3 cups, I'm a little wired.
Yeah, I'm a 3-cup girl too. And I sometimes make the mistake of having coffee late in the afternoon and then I don't sleep. So yeah, so I get it, but I don't own any decaf coffee. Maybe that's something to invest in so that I stop injuring myself with lack of sleep.
We're all at our different parts of the journey.
Right? All right, ladies. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And I really appreciate it. I think that our folks that are going to watch this are really going to learn a lot about your organization. And yeah, if you could send maybe an email with the correct spelling on your names for Facebook and the Instagram and the Facebook, just to make sure that we spell them right when we add them to the bottom of the video so that everyone can see them, that would be great. Send it in the email as opposed to the chat so that it doesn't disappear when we close this. But yeah, that's all from me today. And if there was anything that you guys would like to add, you know, at the end now would be a great time. If there's anything that we missed that you think that we'd like to kind of splice in, we can do that. I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it, and then so long as there's nothing else that you want added to the video, then I think we'll end there.
Yeah, I just want to splice in. I just want to say that I really look forward to meeting anybody new that would like to walk with North End Women's Center, so that we can learn from each other.
New settlement.
Oh, yeah, we forgot something.
Yeah. Okay.
Splicing in. Sorry, Danielle.
This is not Danielle, this is Karen.
I know, but Danielle's editing.
Oh.
So our new settlement program.
Wait, stop for a second. Do you want to ask us a question, or do you want us to just verbally?
I will add maybe a question, then we have a little bit of a pause. And yeah, so what is the program that you're wanting to bring up?
It's our settlement program. It's something new for
newcomer women.
Newcomer.
Okay, so I'll just ask you a question. We talked about programs. I'll just ask, do you have any programs for newcomer women?
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah. So our program that we have is called the settlement program, and we have Ashmahan and Ellen who work there, and they come with a lot of experience understanding the culture shock associated with settling here in Canada, and they support community women to understand what that looks like, get connected with resorts. Ashmahan speaks 47 different languages. So sometimes that's a huge barrier to accessing doctor's office or resources, that there's a language barrier involved. So she's there to walk with community women about that. They also do groups and work really closely with Mount Carmel Clinic in terms of just supporting community women, newcomer community women, to thrive here in Manitoba and in Winnipeg. And what that looks like, support for their children, with understanding that cultural component that is so important to identity, that doesn't have to get lost because we come to a new country.
Yeah, as well as their goal is like bridging the gap between newcomers and Indigenous women identified, and just like learning about each other and growing together. Yeah.
That's really great. I guess I have one last question that I was thinking in my head that I'd like to include also, and that's a lot of women come with family members who aren't women, obviously, at home, but how do you serve the other family members that aren't able to come in because they maybe are male identified?
So actually, like we do serve some things when men come, like we will do men's taxes, but most of the time we just ask them to politely stay outside while like their girlfriend or wife or partner come in and get what they need, and they're pretty respectful about it. They stay outside and wait.
Mm-hmm. We also are connected, like there is groups and community resource centers in the community. If men do come here, and I have had a few, just like I just moved into the area, like I've heard great things about North End Women's Center, can I have help? And I can do we can support with like immediate like water, or if we have a snack available. But in terms of that, we would then just refer to the Men's Resource Center or Indigenous Family Center, or our sister organization, North Point Douglas, also supports men during certain hours. And so we just make those connections and really encourage our men. But it's not like you can't come here. It's not a secret club, because our men are important too, and their healing journey is important. So we just make sure that they get connected with the proper resources that can support them. North End Women's Center does not work one-on-one for counseling with men at this time, but we know of places where they can go.
That's awesome. That's great that you're able to like refer them out and make sure that they know that other organizations are around that can serve them. So that's really good. Thanks, guys. All right. Well, anything else? Is that the last?
I just look forward to walking with everybody. It's really important. Community is important, so I look forward to meeting everyone.
Awesome. I'm sure we will meet again at some point. I know I've seen Sylvia around at different things. I recognize you from I'm sure other, either the resource fair or other places.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm sure we'll run into each other again at some point. And, we work so closely together with a lot of the same folks. So, it's important for us all to stay connected and to network and, make sure that a friendly face at the other end of the city that, you can send women to or
Yeah, totally.
so that's great. Thanks so much. We'll end there. And if you have any questions or anything that you want to add, don't hesitate to email me or Danielle. And yeah, if you could send me an email just with the contact information, that way we make sure we spell it right when we add it to the video. Okay?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Awesome.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Have a great day. Take care, everyone. Bye.